Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of the Reflection series, where we listen to stories that recharge and rejuvenate us. And as in every episode, today as well, we have a wonderful speaker, Sister Sally Segal. Sally has been studying and teaching Raj Yoga meditation with the Brahma Kumaris since 1987. She has lived in various BK centers and retreat centers. And for the past 20 years, she was in the Lura Retreat Centre and coordinating it. She is presently based in the Peninsula Retreat Centre in Victoria. Sally is a retired secondary school teacher and a mother and a grandmother. And as we call her, Sweet Sally, because that is one of her specialities. Whenever you meet her, you cannot go away without taking that sweetness in. And Sally today is going to share on a topic which is what a surprise. And it's a story about her meeting Dadi Prakashmani, who was one of our spiritual and administrative heads of the Brahma Kumaris, and how that meeting surprised Sally in many wonderful ways. So let's hear from Sally herself. What was the meeting about and what happened? So eagerly looking forward to hear from you, Sally. A very warm welcome, and it's over to you.
Thank you very much, Laja. It's a pleasure to be here. So I tell you this story. Many, many years ago it was in India, and Dadi Prakashmani was there, and I was coming in a bus up the mountain, and then I had to come down the mountain again, and the bus driver pulled into the university there, and I said, while you're filling up or doing what you have to do, can I quickly go and say goodbye to Dadi Prakashmani? And he said, yes, I'll give you 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, I'm going. So I was very nervous because I knew I wouldn't be able to get to her room in 10 minutes. No way. But I said yes. I said, okay. So I got out of the bus and I ran. I'm not a fast runner, very slow runner, but I went very, very fast. And I thought when I get to her room, she was so well-loved and so busy and everything, because I thought that the room would be crowded. But when I opened the door, she was sitting there by herself. And I couldn't believe my fortune. And it was a big surprise to find that she was alone. I've never seen her alone before. So what a surprise. And I went up to her and I started speaking to her, and she was nodding. And I said to her, I love you so much, Daddy. I love you so much. And I have to go now because the bus is waiting. But I want you to know that you're always in my heart. So next to her, she had a big basket full of oranges. So she picked up an orange from there and she gave it to me. And she said to me, and you are in my heart, in English. And I was so blessed. I felt so blessed that she would be so good and to speak in English and to speak so beautifully. And so I put the orange to my heart like that. And I said, goodbye, Daddy. And that was the last time I saw her, because we came back to Australia. But I felt the virtue that she showed was humility, because she was the leader of such a big organization, and yet she was so sweet and so loving. And I ran like I had wings on my heels, but when I got back, it was much over 10 minutes because it was a long way. And I jumped onto the bus, and the bus driver took off. So he'd been waiting for me, but he was very kind and he didn't say anything. We just went on our way to Ahmedabad. So it was a beautiful surprise for me, and it was so loving, and it was so humble and sweet as well, and loving as well, everything. And shall I go to another story? Well,
Sure.
this other story is about one of our senior teachers, and her name is Sister Janti. And once I was in our headquarters, and I'd missed the last step of the stairs coming down by mistake, and I'd fallen on my ankle, and I had hurt my ankle, and I went to the doctor there, and the doctor said, you have to go on crutches now. So he gave me crutches, and I went around hobbling on these crutches. And one day, Sister Janti, who was one of our senior teachers, she saw me with the crutches, and she said to me, Sally, she said, I'd like to give you my driver and my car for the time you're in this with your crutches. So you can have my driver and my car. I couldn't believe it, because she's one of our senior teachers and such a wanted everywhere. And she offered me her car and her driver. And I said, no, I'll be fine. I didn't want to take it. So I said, I'll be fine. But again, humility, that such a leader would do such a thing, loving and sweet and kind, everything that you could think of good. And it was natural for her. And I think it's something to say about all our senior teachers, that that they have that virtue of humility, and with it, love and kindness. So I feel very privileged and very fortunate to have that happen. And I can't say enough about the leaders, how special they are. Thank you.
Wonderful. It's so beautiful when you meet such great souls with such great virtues. You automatically get inspired just by their presence, by the little gesture or the little action or the little, small words, sweet words, but that's enough to continue on for so many years or for a very long time.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And do you think with that experience that you had with Dadi Prakashmani or Sister Jayanti, you also tried to bring that into your life when you met other souls?
Yes, definitely. I think it's their nature, and it's good to tell that story, and everyone likes that story because it shows her natural nature, or both of them, their natural nature. But humility would be the main one, I think, that is evident in the way they think and the way they speak and what they do.
How do you think, Sally, can we bring humility in our lives? Based on your experience, what do you think will help us bring that virtue into ourselves?
Into humility, I think it's, well, not thinking you're better than anyone else, or that, but for a leader of such a big organization to be so humble would be extremely rare. But to her, or to both of them, it seemed a natural thing that that they were happy to be like that. And it makes you want to follow in their footsteps.
Yeah, yes. And I mean, you were fortunate that day that you went to meet Dadi and you found her, and not only just found her, but she was there by herself. Do you think like it was something destined, and just for you to get that experience from that great soul? Do you feel that?
Yes, I think it was an amazing surprise. I'd seen her so many years and never seen her by herself. She was always with a crowd of people, and it was such a surprise. Yes, I think we can all follow that, to feel humble, to feel humility. It's a beautiful virtue. And with it, she showed love and peace and joy, all the other virtues with that one she showed.
Yeah. And in a way, it's like passing it on, like it's a service that I feel that she showed that to you, and then you pass it on to others when you meet others. So it's like spreading that love, spreading that peace.
Yes. Great fortune, really. Great fortune. And I never saw her again after that because she passed away. But I'll never forget it.
Yeah. What do you think, as I think she knew English, but she was not like very, very fluent in English. But did you feel at that moment that language was no barrier, and nothing mattered? It was like a soul to soul connection, as we say.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it was. And I was very fortunate to be there, and very fortunate to have such a surprise as to see her by herself, and also a surprise with Sister Janti, because the last thing I would have expected when she put the window down to speak with me, the last thing I expected would be that she would offer her driver and the car for me. I was just a student, and so beautiful. Pass it on whenever I can.
Yeah. And would you say giving respect goes hand in hand with humility? Like
Yes,
if you are humble, then you automatically give respect to everyone. What do you think, Sally?
I think that's beautiful. Respect is a lovely virtue. And because she had such self-respect herself, she was able to pass that on to me or to anyone whoever would have been there. She would have passed it on to them. So beautiful.
And same with Sister Jayanti as well. Like,
Yes,
without knowing you, uh, she stopped and she asked and, so lovingly offered in whatever way she could help.
yes, yes, wonderful.
So it's one of the beautiful virtues that probably go hand in hand with
Yeah.
humility. There's
And
respect and there's love and peace that, spreads. It's
yes,
wonderful.
yes.
And yes,
So beautiful. And Sister Janti is a younger sister, but one of the heads of the organization. And for her to just offer to a student the car and the driver is an amazing thing. I don't think it would happen anywhere else. It was, again, a real surprise.
yes, yes. And I think because these souls have those virtues in them, they become great,
Yes,
like the greatness in them makes them great souls, and the greatness by such, small acts or words is what shows what is within them.
yes, yes. Respect for others and self-respect as well. Something that's very important. Yeah.
And do you think meditation helps in bringing these virtues into ourselves, into our lives?
Yes, meditation definitely helps. And it helps to understand things better. When we meditate, we go slower, we slow down. We don't rush into saying things or doing things. We try to put the virtues there in our life. It's a beautiful thing to meditate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, if you would like to take our viewers into a meditation experience by speaking a commentary, if that's okay, Sister Sally,
Yes.
maybe for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was lovely to be with you. I sit quietly. I let go of all unwanted feelings. I focus on my feet. I let go of any stress. Relax my feet. Traveling up the leg. Relax my legs. Relax stomach. Relax the chest. Relax my back. Relax the neck. Just relax. Relax the face. Relax the lips, the mouth, cheeks, forehead. Relax the whole body. I feel relaxed. And now I fly through the ceiling, higher and higher. I feel more and more relaxed. I get pulled towards the light. Closer and closer I come to the light, the beautiful light. Feel relaxed. I feel comfortable. I feel at peace. Feel content and complete. Gradually, I come back. I leave the beautiful light and I come down. Through the ceiling into this body. I am a point of light. I sit in the forehead of this body, feeling beautiful, sweet feelings of love. And humility. Humility and sweetness. respect for others and self-respect. I feel so fortunate. I feel so content. I feel complete and relaxed. And with the desire, with the feeling that I want to spread this humility wherever I go.
Thank you so much, Sister Sally, for that beautiful experience
Thank
and
you.
sharing your wonderful story with us today. And we would also like to thank our viewers for joining in. And if you would like to know more about us, please do visit our website, which is www.brahmakumaris.org.au. You will find all our events and programs and addresses of our local meditation centers listed on there. So thank you once again for joining, and we'll see you in another interesting episode of Reflections. Till then, take care, stay safe. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much.